A Yuma legend is laid to rest today. Anticipation builds for the good old-fashioned fun of a July 4th Demolition Derby, and Yuma racers on season break locally continue to make their mark at out-of-town tracks. A good Saturday morning to you and welcome. This is Cocopah Speedway's Laptime Live, brought to you by Cocopah Casino and by 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating. It's Racing Radio here on Outlaw Country, AM 1400. I'm your host, Mike Stanhope, and thank you for joining us today. Well, at this hour, funeral services and interment for the Deacon, Dick Rautenberg, are in their concluding stages at Desert Lawn Memorial Park, and we pass along a final farewell this morning to the Deacon, who passed away a week ago today at the age of 77. Hundreds of people turned out last night for a remembrance of the Deacon, celebrating not only his racing career, but more so what the former Citizen of the Year meant to the community in general, and we certainly would like once again to offer up our deepest condolences to his wife Catherine, to daughters Seneca, stepsons Brian and Scott, to his brother Warren, and of course to the entire Rautenberg family, and to all of those who were close to the Deacon. You and we all can take comfort in knowing that Dick is now at peace and is whole again within the embrace of the one true loving heart. Rest in peace, Dick Rautenberg, January 5th, 1936 to June 15th, 2013. Well, this is Laptime Live, the official racing radio program of Cocopah Speedway, and as discussed a few weeks ago when we reached the Cocopah Speedway Racing Series mid-season break, a number of locally based competitors are taking their cars on the road over the summer, competing at other Arizona and Southern California tracks. One of the drivers with a very aggressive summer schedule, Imperial's Lance Maury, driver of the number 19 SB IMCA Modified, and it was a trip to victory lane for Maury last Friday night at Central Arizona Raceway in Casa Grande as he raced to victory in the special Father's Day weekend feature, coming out of the 6th row and working his way to the front through several early race cautions. Maury, who builds cars as well for a number of other competitors, including Peoria's Jason Knoll, raced to the win in a brand new car that he'd built for himself. That machine now, sporting some battle scars as Maury survived some right side contact during that race. He was back in action the following night, making the tow from Casa Grande over to the Phoenix area and to Canyon Raceway Park, where he picked up a 5th in his heat and a 15th place finish in the Saturday feature at Canyon. Knoll, by the way, picked up the win in that Saturday night feature. A number of other local drivers were also on the road last weekend as a 3-car contingent of Yuma-based factory stocks made the tow over to Tucson for competition last Saturday night at Tucson International Raceway. Jordan White in the number 86, Craig Ebers in his number 22, and Miles Morris in his number 3 all made the trip to Tucson for competition and some seat time. White picking up an 8th place finish in the Tucson factory stock feature, while Ebers and Morris finished 15th and 18th respectively out of a big field of cars. A number of other drivers representing different divisions in the Cocopah Speedway Racing Series also planning on being in action tonight. Defending IMCA Modified champion Dwayne Rogers and his DR89 machine made the tow up north last night, planning to run tonight in the Modifieds at the newly reopened Prescott Valley Raceway. And Jason Higginbottom and a couple of the Daffern boys from Brawley, they're headed for action tonight over at Barona near San Diego. Jason set for action in the Pro Stocks, while Stephen and Cody are kind of swapping cars around a little bit. Stephen will be stepping into a Pro Stock tonight, and Cody's moving over to run in Street Stock competition. And of course, as the season break continues here, we'll continue to pass along all weekend about the summer activities of the drivers who call Cocopah Speedway home. Well, it may be season break time at Cocopah Speedway, but things definitely heating up as we close in on the return of an Independence Day tradition after a several-year absence. Demolition Derby time coming up on July the 4th at Cocopah Speedway, and looking forward to a good old-fashioned fun time for all families on July the 4th with a wide spread of activities planned that afternoon and evening at the Speedway. And if you're thinking about competing, still time to get in. Full rules for the Demolition Derby posted on CocopahSpeedway.com. Just go to the driver info tab and mouse over the word rules. You'll find the Demolition Derby rules at the bottom of the drop-down box. The Derby, paying $1,000 to win. Going to be one whale of a good time with lots of familiar names competing to see who can be the last man or possibly the last woman standing. And hey, we're going to talk with some of those who are set for the Derby. Sam Deckard, Susye Erwin, Ray Garber, and Mike Erwin, all set to join us next to talk demolition. It's Racing Radio, Cocopah Speedway's Laptime Live, presented by Cocopah Casino and by 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating. And we'll be back with more in just a moment here on Outlaw Country, AM 1400.
Need a break? Want to relax? Well, come join Amberley's Place on June 28th, 6 p.m., Main Street Cinemas for a week in paradise. For just $10, you can win one of 10 great prize packages, like a 3-day, 2-night stay for 4 to visit SeaWorld and the Wild Animal Park. And don't forget about the rental car you get, along with travel cash and a Chevron fuel card. Talk about pack your bags and everything else is covered. So buy your ticket online at AmberleysPlace.com or visit our thrift shop on Avenue A and 8th Street. I'll see you at Main Street Cinemas for the drawing and to watch Monsters University.
Territorial River Regatta. It's the Territorial River Regatta, Saturday, June 29th. Round up the gang, grab your river gear, and join in a community tradition from Caballeros de Yuma. The Territorial River Regatta starts at 8 a.m. where the Gila meets the Colorado. Start building your float now for your business, team, church, or nonprofit. The first 20 floats to register get a free certificate for lunch for their crew of up to 5 at official Regatta restaurant, Yuma Landing Bar and Grill. Float awards are made at 11 a.m. under the bridge at Gateway Park. Plan a picnic there and cheer on your favorite float. With thanks to Yuma River Tubing, Ed Whitehead's Tire Country, Wealthcare Financial, Papasan Rice Bowl, and Yuma County Chamber of Commerce. Entry form, rules, float information, safety tips, and a map to the launch point at caballeros.org. General info at 928-276-4803. Territorial River Regatta. Saturday, June 29th. Get your tube, dude.
Summer is heating up. Cocopah Casino is giving you a chance to dodge the heat. Come in June 2nd through July 6th and play your favorite bingo, table, and slot games for your chance to win a 2013 Dodge Dart. Every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 10 lucky winners will win $100 in cash. Be entered into the grand prize drawing July 6th for a 2013 Dodge Dart or $10,000 in cash. See the Players Club or visit CocopahResort.com for more information. Dodge the heat at Cocopah Casino. Live the rush.
The awesome 80s are back. Bobby's Territorial Harley-Davidson presents the 80s Flashback Dinner and Dance at the Crest on June 29th. The proceeds will benefit Hospice of Yuma. This will be a night of big hair, retro 80s fashions, dinner from 6 to 8 p.m., and dancing to the awesome hits of the 80s from 8 to 11 p.m. Tickets are just $10 pre-sale. Available at Hospice of Yuma and Bobby's Territorial Harley-Davidson. Only 300 tickets will be sold, so hurry and get yours today. Prizes will be awarded for the best 80s costume, too, so get dressed up in true retro style. Get your tickets now, and don't miss this great night of 80s flashback fun at the Crest, and help Hospice of Yuma at the same time. Ladies, dig out your ruffled skirts and aquanet, and don't forget the big earrings. And guys, pop those collars, squeeze into those jeans, and grab your high tops, and make it a totally awesome night. See you at the Crest on Main Street, June 29th.
Perfect to the letter. You just can't do better. Best Sign.
Summer's here. Are you ready to spruce up that boat or watercraft? SignPro can provide boat letters and custom graphics. Look your best on the lake or river and make a splash. Visit SignPro for your free estimate.
You just can't do better. The SignPro sign. America comes to SignPro.
And welcome back to Cocopah Speedway's Laptime Live, Racing Radio here on Outlaw Country, AM 1400. I'm your host, Mike Stanhope. Laptime Live brought to you by Cocopah Casino and by 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating. And joining us in the studio right now, well, we've got several people in studio today as we talk Demolition Derby, the 4th of July Demolition Derby, coming back to the Cocopah Speedway on what other day, of course, but July the 4th. And we'd like to welcome in a multiple winner from many years past, Sam Deckard, along with veteran Derby driver Ray Garber, Mike Erwin, who's helping to put some cars together, and Susye Erwin, the most recent winner out at the Yuma County Fairgrounds. And welcome to all of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, Before we jump into our talk about the Demolition Derby itself coming up out at Cocopah Speedway, we do note the recent passage of the Deacon, Dick Rautenberg, and, of course, services going on today. Just kind of wanted to open it up. Do any of you have a memory you'd like to share of the Deacon?
Well, I've got a little story, but in the years past when the racing had stopped around the Yuma area and when the Yuma Speedway shut down and Deacon got everybody together, met at a gas station to try and reopen the Cocopah Speedway, and it was a great thing that Dick just corralled everybody together, and we went back to racing all over again. But Dick was one of the main reasons this happened. He was always there to help financially or any other way he could, so any type of support. Dick was a super person.
The man always stepped up for the racing community.
Oh, absolutely.
Any story you'd like to share, Sam? Or Ray?
I remember I was early teenager when they first closed down the Quinchon, and I know about the route, getting everybody together to try to get something started back up out there, and it was just, he supported a lot of people. He supported me a lot over the years. He's given me a lot of cars to go out and run, and it's going to be it's a horrible loss. I mean, he was a good guy.
Right.
Yep, it's the same way for me. When I first started, when I got here in '85, 2 years later, I started with the demolition cars, and he came out there and he'd whoop up on us and beat the crap out of us, and I would ask him how he kept his cars so strong and so hard, so tight together, so tough to beat. And he told me, well, if you weld this fender to this door to this fender, and you make that whole side of the car one piece where it won't break apart. And I've been doing that way ever since. He would give me a little bit of pointers, and then he would always help. Like I said, if you need a motor, if you need a starter, if you need a gas tank or a carburetor or whatever, he was always there to help and just let you have it.
You guys got to compete against him too. What was that?
Oh, yeah. He did some hard hits.
Yeah. he always brought out too nice of a car and too old of a car.
Oh, yes.
Really hate to see some of the ones he destroyed get destroyed. But
we were talking last week, he was known for being out in a Chrysler Imperial more than one time.
More than one time, yes.
Probably glad not to see those in the Demolition Derby anymore.
Yeah, they're kind of tough. I mean, they're pretty much indestructible if you build them half right.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk the upcoming Demolition Derby. And first of all, gentlemen and Susie, what does it mean to you? We've been without the 4th of July Demolition Derby for the last several years here in Yuma. Now it's coming back to Cocopah Speedway. Tons of requests for it, and finally we're going to get to do it. What does it mean to you that it's finally back?
Well, it's not just a derby that we're going to have out there. Mike and Greg Burgess out there at the Speedway and the rest of the crew put together a heck of an event for this week, this 4th of July. He's going to have bicycle races. He's going to have water balloon tosses. He's going to have watermelon eating contests. It's going to be a total family affair, and we're all real excited about bringing a family affair back on the 4th of July out of Cocopah Speedway. I think it's going to be great. It's going to be a super thing. I hope this lasts from now on. Never ceases to happen ever again.
Susie, need to get you in here for a second. You're coming in as well, not the defending 4th of July Demo Derby champion, but you got the win just a couple of months ago out at the Yuma County Fairgrounds. Does that put any extra pressure on you?
No. I'm just really excited to get to do it again so soon and not have to wait another year.
What got you into it in the first place?
I've always watched it since I was a kid at the fair and 4th of July, and I always told my dad that I wanted to do it. He always told me that I didn't really want to. And then we finally were offered a car, and this, 6 or 7 years ago, and I was like, I'm doing it, and he set it up for me. We got it going, and this fair is my 3rd time. So it's awesome. It's a lot of fun.
I'd imagine, Dad, you've done a lot of work over the last few years helping to get her out.
It takes a lot of work. The derby car that we started with, it's been in 6 derbies, and it's going to be in this next derby again. It'll have 7 derbies. I think we're trying to set a record with that car, how many derbies we can make.
You need to retire it. I'm tired of hitting it.
Well, let's go over to you, Ray. Okay, you're tired of hitting that one, but Ray, you were talking about in prior years actually getting more than one use out of a car.
Yes.
Still kind of a deal, or how's that working for you now?
Yeah, it still works out. I mean, I can usually get at least 2 derbies out of it. Like I said, I get one fresh for the fair, and then usually whatever was left over, everybody would always bring it back out for 4th of July. So we'd always have the car count up, and we'd always, put on a good show, and so at least we'd have, you can get at least 2 derbies out of it before it would get too hot and then it wouldn't run again or something break or bust to where it was too hard to fix.
Sam, dual use for you, so to speak, like that, or is it?
I usually run 3 or 4 derbies with it. I used to run out of town a lot, and so I'd run the fair, then I'd go Havasu or 4 or 5 places and run, and for the 4th of July, I'd always build a new car because local sponsors. I try to keep the car looking decent for my sponsors. But this year, I ran my old car for the fair, and I'll run it for the 4th as well. So,
each of you have some accomplishments of note, and I'll start with you, Susye. Out of the years you've been doing this so far, is it the win here just a couple of months ago that stands out most for you, or something else in your Demolition Derby career that you're most proud of or was most memorable?
I think the win was really exciting.
It's nice to deposit that check.
Yeah, it was definitely nice to deposit the check.
I don't know that feeling.
I'm sorry, but
we're going to get to you on that in a second, right? Sam, any standout moments for you?
I enjoy it. A lot of people say that I go out there and I cheat and do this and that. I build a car, and I take the time and do little things, and it seems to make a difference. I spend quite a bit of time usually on my cars, and
well, you're also single.
Shut up. So I just, I enjoy doing it, but I don't go out to expect to win.
It's more about the fun.
I enjoy it. Yeah. A lot of people build cars and they say they're coming out there just to take me out. Go ahead. I don't. It doesn't matter to me.
I like that.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I really do enjoy it. I enjoy depositing that check even more, but it doesn't always happen, and I don't go out expecting for it to happen. You're an idiot if you do, because the smallest little thing can take you out. You can burn a power wire. You can, anything, break a U-joint. Anything.
Mechanical.
The smallest little thing, a toggle switch can take you out. Anything. So if you plan on winning, going out to win, if you win, you're lucky. But chances are you're not going to win.
Kind of the old coin flip deal, or
exactly.
Maybe a cup full of dice might be more appropriate to that. Ray, any standout moments out of your
Well, yeah. There for a while, I was hitting second one year, then I'd miss, and then I hit third the next year, or the following year, or miss a year, then I go second, third, second, third, second, third. Well, 3 years ago, I had it won for 2 minutes, and then there was a car that started up and moved around, and then he ended up being the winner, and I'm not bitter about it, though.
I am.
Later.
You wanted to that check, too.
3 years later.
It's not right. He was hung up on a...
But, it's the way the way it was called out there, and it's just the way we have to deal with it, and we know what to expect, and we just... I told him I would never come back and do it again, but here I am, 3 years later, still doing it again, so...
Yeah.
I remember you putting on a heck of a show in the introductions one year out at the fairgrounds.
Oh, yeah. You remember that when I was working...
The crane lift.
Yes, I was working for Quick Refrigeration, and Cy Sellers, who has his own business now, he was operating the cranes, and we had this big, huge crane. So 4th of July, where nobody would sit around where the fireworks were that were going to be displayed in the bleachers, so there was nobody that the car went over top of as he flew it in with the crane. And I actually had it painted up to look like the Budweiser airship, the blimp, and it had wings on it and everything, and I just told everybody that it had a set of wings and it might just fly, Sure did. He'd set it in there with the crane, and I thought that was pretty awesome because I was sitting in the car and I started it while I was up in the air.
That was a memorable moment indeed, and hey, you did fly low to the ground that day too. I well recall that. Hey, we're talking Demolition Derby here on Cocopah Speedway's Laptime Live, brought to you by Cocopah Casino and by 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating. And we'll be back with more in just a moment.
Welcome to Food City, where we're announcing our incredible 2-day sale. Now through Saturday, listen to these savings. Golden ripe bananas, 3 pounds for just 99 cents. 73% lean ground beef on sale, $1.99 a pound sold in the value pack. Fiesta, 2-liter soda, 2 bottles for just $1. And Angel Soft Tissue, big 12-roll pack, just $2.99. Plus, when you buy this 12-roll pack, you'll get a free bottle of Clorox bleach. Take advantage of the savings this week, now through Saturday at Food City, the store with low prices when you need them.
Electrical work can be needed for a whole variety of situations. Let Specialty Electric help you. With all the various types of electrical work in your home, it's good to have a team of professionals who can bring your home to life. Specialty Electric not only does residential work, but does quality commercial work as well. Serving Yuma for over 30 years, Specialty Electric will be there every step of the way to ensure you'll get the quality work you deserve. For all of your electrical needs, day or night, call Specialty Electric, 783-3086, where quality is our specialty.
Hi, this is Jan.
Jan, I can't believe the new RAV4 is already here.
I know. Isn't it great?
No, I missed the pre-launch. What am I going to tell all 341 followers of my cutting-edge up-to-the-second tech and design microblog?
You could be the first microblogger to test drive it. Then you can describe the new redesign, the rear-view camera.
Well, that'd be cool.
Come in this morning. You'll be the first person today to test drive the new RAV4.
I feel a little better.
Experience the all-new redesigned RAV4 right now at your local Toyota dealer. Hurry in and get amazing deals and low APRs on the new Toyota everyone's talking about. To learn more, visit your dealer today. Toyota, let's go places.
The backup camera does not provide a comprehensive view of the rear area of the vehicle. You should also look around outside your vehicle and use mirrors to confirm rearward clearance. Cold weather will limit effectiveness and view may become cloudy.
Visit Alexander Toyota in Yuma, or for more information, please log on to toyota.com. Toyota.
Hi, I'm Russ Clark, and I've got a new home on your radio dial. Tune in Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for Outlaw Talk live and local from 6 to 8 a.m. Outlaw Talk is a great forum for local, state, and national issues, ranging from immigration to gun laws and everything in between. I'd love to take your calls, too. You can call 782-4321 and share your thoughts. It's Outlaw Talk on Outlaw Country, 6 to 8 a.m., Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I hope you'll join me.
Hi, this is Joe Montaigne. Every time my Uncle Willie tells me about his service in Patton's Third Army in World War II, I'm reminded of what we owe the U.S. Army. 14 generations of American soldiers who have courageously defended our nation. Their stories represent the best of America and should never be forgotten. Join me to help build the National Museum of the United States Army, a long overdue tribute to all American soldiers. To learn more, visit ArmyHistory.org.
You can help the Army Historical Foundation honor the soldiers of yesterday and today. Go to ArmyHistory.org to learn how you can help build the National Museum of the U.S. Army. The museum will be the Army's national landmark, preserving the sacrifice of every man and woman who has worn the Army uniform since 1775. Visit ArmyHistory.org today and honor the Army service of every generation. This message is brought to you by Z93 and Outlaw Country.
You're listening to Racing Radio. It's Laptime Live, presented by Cocopah Casino and by 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating here on Outlaw Country, AM 1400. Once again, I'm your host, Mike Stanhope, and hey, want to say thanks again to Sam and Susye and Ray and Mike. And hey, as you guys make your way on out of the studio, feel up to perhaps coming back in again next week? Okay, I'm getting a bunch of nods, yes. Okay, as we continue looking ahead to the upcoming July 4th Demolition Derby at Cocopah Speedway, we note that Cocopah Speedway, of course, just one of the many local entertainment options offered by the Cocopah Indian tribe here in the Yuma area. And here to tell us more about some other upcoming activities is Anna Corpus. And good morning to you, Anna.
Hi, Mike. I'll run through a few events happening at Cocopah Enterprises, plus I'll tell everyone about our 4th of July plans. Wild River has Cosmic Bowling every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That starts at 6 p.m. This Saturday, it's Latin night. The theme is a little black or white dress affair. So ladies, wear your black or white dress for drink specials. Music starts at 10 p.m. If you prefer daytime activities, Cocopah Bend RV and Golf Resort has summer golf rates. Play 18 holes, your choice, with $25, $20, or $15 options. At Rio Colorado Golf Course and Grill in Somerton, the course is also open for the summer from dawn till 1 p.m. Play 9 holes for $9. Rio Colorado is also offering a free junior summer golf program that's every Friday at 8 a.m. through July. Cocopah Casino has Bling Bling Karaoke every Wednesday and Friday Fridays are also La Vida Loca night, and next Friday, the 28th, is the Texaco Country Music Showdown Finals. And the big event we are officially announcing is the Demolition Derby and Fireworks. Join us July 4th at Cocopah Speedway for a Demolition Derby, followed by fireworks at Cocopah Casino. Speedway's main gate opens at 5 p.m. and the Derby starts at 7 p.m. Tickets are regular priced. Cocopah Casino will have the best fireworks display in Yuma County, and it's free. Lawn gates open at 6 p.m., and there will be live entertainment by San Diego's Caliber. That's from 7 to 10 p.m. The fireworks display will be at approximately 8:30. Outside coolers are not allowed, but you are encouraged to bring your own lawn chairs. After the Derby and fireworks, take advantage of the 4th of July Wild River $99 special. Book a room at Cocopah Resort and get a $30 Wild River Fun Card. Visit cocopah.com for links to all of our businesses. And Mike, we'll talk more about the 4th of July activities next week. That's it for now.
Hey, thank you so much for stopping in with us this morning, Anna. Thank you once again, and we will look forward to seeing your smiling face next week. Hey, as Anna noted, the summer break may be on for Cocopah Speedway, but as we've been talking, more motorized action coming to the Diamond in the Desert. Just under 2 weeks away, as Anna just noted, the return of an Independence Day tradition here in Yuma, that 4th of July Demolition Derby, returning on what else but Friday, July 4th, and lots of activities, as Anna just discussed. Hey, that watermelon eating contest, by the way, we'll note, takes place at around 6:15, so if you want to get in on that action and be a contestant, well, all I'm going to tell you is make sure you bring an appetite. Of course, fireworks after the Demolition Derby, that'll happen south of the Speedway Spectator Concourse and the main parking area. Again, Speedway Gate's going to open up at 5 o'clock that day with opening ceremonies and a special color guard presentation by VFW Post 1763 at 7 p.m. The Demolition Derby to follow. Additional information about the Demolition Derby, including rules if you'd like to compete, and the entire 2013 season at Cocopah Speedway, available on the web at www.cocopahspeedway.com. Those Demo Derby rules, again, are under the Driver Info tab. Just go there, hover over rules. The Demo Derby link is at the bottom of the drop-down. Hey, make sure, too, that you like us on Facebook. Hey, one final note of remembrance this morning as we say farewell to the Deacon, Dick Rautenberg. May you rest in peace, Dick. We'll be thinking about you. You may be gone, but you'll never be forgotten. You've been listening to Cocopah Speedway's Laptime Live, presented by Cocopah Casino and by 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating. We'll be back with more next Saturday morning, 11 a.m., here on Outlaw Country, AM 1400.